Greetings there, my fellow villagers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to The Wandering Village. Episode 5, Entering the Chilly Mountains. Come on, get the kitchen built. So in order to upgrade the kitchens, the smokehouse needs to get built, and then they need to start processing food. And the further we travel from the shrine, the more expensive it is to get out there. And to upgrade the kitchens, we need 5 notes, and both of these are sites of 4. So if I collect both, I can at least upgrade 1 kitchen. We're also about to enter the mountain biome, and I'll need to transition the crops accordingly. Oh yeah, here we go. So now that we're in the mountain biome, tomatoes cannot live here, so I'm going to move from tomatoes to beets. So we're going to plant and harvest beets. Actually, I'm going to... yeah, no, plant and harvest is fine. But I'm going to have my kitchen keep grilling up tomatoes until I'm out of tomatoes. Run completely out of tomatoes and then transition over to beets. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have them do berry muesli for a different reason, as you'll see in a moment. Alright, here's our kitchen. So the reason for that is, in order to make preserved food, you can't make it out of berries. So I'm having both of my kitchens make berry muesli, so that my smoking hut can make dried tomatoes for rations, because berries can't ever be rations. So within the mountain biome, berries are still fine, and then beets will be fine, tomatoes not so fine, so we're harvesting the last of the tomatoes, turning the last of the tomatoes into tomato rations for travel. And it looks like everything I need for the Onbu kitchen is set to go, so we'll get that research going. So build, Onbu, kitchen, and upgrade our kitchens. Them's the priority. This will be our first 4 ancient notes, and then... oh, there's 2 ancient notes out here, which will be in our sphere of influence for longer. So either way, we'll get the others. It just depends on how many we get. It's easy to forget, but it's very useful to periodically scan for berries, mushrooms, and herbs, which is what this drag task is. So I see like a berry bush here that's immature, and then there were herbs down here which are maturing. But I'd have 0 herbs if I'd not been doing this, because I'd have like 10 from my scavengers. Do I have rations yet? Yes, I have 1 ration pack. In order to get to here, I need 3. And here I need 3. So we'll need more rations built up to get to those sites. Onbu is also kind of tired, but I don't have the Onbu sleep command unlocked. The other fear I have is I don't want Onbu sleeping... excuse me, in the cold snap, because that's going to be rough on my people. So what I'm hoping to do is have Onbu march through the cold snap and get to the sleeping spot. Now, there is a reason to run. If Onbu was... if I had the cold, if I had the sleep command What I could do is I could tell Onbu to sleep now, before the cold snap, and then once slept, wake up and run past the cold snap. But, if I told Onbu to run right now, there'd be a bit of a risk of Onbu, getting too tired in the middle of the snap. Because running makes you go faster, but it wears you out even more. So it's far less efficient to cover ground while running. Another decision. After traveling down into the mine shafts, the party enters a huge industrial hall. Old rusty pieces of plate armor that must have fit a huge creature like Onbu are laying around. These must be remains of ancient times. Let's make use of these old rusty parts. Or these rusty parts are worthless. Let's scout for rare resources. Choice is yours. I'll give you 30 seconds. Yeah, I had a frog in my throat, so thanks for redeeming the hydrate. I don't think I need to wait the 30 seconds. We gained iron. Nice. This iron is obviously processed iron ore, and it's very valuable, if you were wondering. So in 12 hours or so, 10 hours, we'll have the rations we need. And yep, you just hit the cold snap. So the cold snap, if you take a look, the berries can live in the cold snap, as can the beets, because they're both cold adapted crops, but all the tomatoes are basically just dead, as you can see, because they are not cold adapted and they decompose quickly as a result. Now that we have most of the food and housing needs met, I'll start to get the strange rubble as well. It wasn't that I had forgotten, it's just the strange rubble triggers the main campaign, and if you're not ready for it, if you do it too soon, it can be a little crippling. Not so much in my difficulty, because normal difficulty is pretty forgiving, but regardless, it's can be useful to wait. So we just got the Onbuologist, which gathers knowledge about Onbu and creates Onbu notes. And that is another building that needs to be up front. And then the research we get after that is going to be the Onbu kitchen. But I don't have the resources for that because I don't have any notes. So I'm going to shut down the research for it for now. Alright, it's highly unlikely that this shrine will be in range by the time we get the scav rations. But in the case that it is, I'll grab it. Because we'll have 10 if we get this as well, which allows us to get both kitchens upgraded, which would be amazing. We should almost be out of the cold snap. And Onbu will probably make it to the resting spot, I'm gonna guess. Oh, here's the Onbuologist. So I'm gonna hire 2 people to work as the Onbuologist, and they study Onbu and produce notes. I don't actually like that spot. I didn't realize I could snake a road here. I'm gonna get rid of that and move it. I'll move it here. Free refunds. Oh, come on. Oh, it's 4 range now. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Come on, meals. Go, go, go. It's disappearing into the horizon. No! I wonder if I just have it selected if I can always go to it. I was just like, never let go. Come on, ration makers. Make me a ration. I think I found an exploit. Just never deselect it. I am just that stubborn. I'm speeding time up for the first time ever so that, you know, I could possibly get this going. No, it got deselected for me. Alright, fair enough. Fine, I'll send my party out to this one. You win, bastards. You win. Alright, Onbu's taking a little resty poo in the sleeping spot, which is the quickest way for him to recover. Yeah, we almost got it. It was close. Okay, the ration people actually were never going to make the food anyway, because they are flat out of tomatoes. So I'm going to have them start making rations out of beets instead. Had I known that, I wouldn't have, you know, tried to game the system. And we've got 4 of the ancient notes we need. And then the other 2 are coming in some time. Ooh, light rain. How's our water supply? We only have 1 water well going. But, during this light rain, I'm going to fire up the other air wells just to take advantage of the rain and suck all of the water out of the air. The other thing I could do, and I'm just going to do the executive decision here, is I'm going to set one of these air wells up for a special membrane, which is... So I have 9 tools, and I can upgrade 3 buildings with that. So I'm upgrading 1 air well and 2 kitchens. And the special membrane will massively increase the efficiency of this air well during damp and moist times, which is really nice to have, so that when it rains, you can just, you know, mass collect quickly. And these woodcutters are working on clearing for more farms. Oh, we're starting to get notes. So 10 total notes, and we will have what we need for the Onbu kitchen. So other points of interest out here. We've got salt and clay. We've got ore, stone and iron ore, salt and clay, a village with people, stone, clay, stone, tools. Oh, getting those tools. Yeah, we'll send an expedition out there once we have a few more rations. Tools are really, really important for upgrades, so having more tools would be great. I unfortunately didn't build houses for these new nomads. Can we make our own tools one day? Yeah, and it also becomes less of an issue as you gather more of them anyway. But tool making is way down here, so it's not I mean, it would be a minute. But yes, you are able to, eventually. Another thing I wanted to do is, because it's pretty cheap to do, oh, keep screwing that up, is to place more water tanks so that I can really start to stockpile a lot of water in case of droughts and other emergencies. So Onbu's up. I don't think it would necessarily be a bad idea to get another Onbuologist. And to turn it on and off depending on our need for more notes. Another choice. Sounds from deep below. Before taking a step into the mine, splatters on the wall and shouting from within imply that a tragic incident has taken place. 1. There might be people in need. Let's hurry up and check the situation. 2. Let's hide behind a rock and wait. We'll sneak in when it's safer. Or 3. No way this will end well. Let's return. Better safe than sorry, as the saying goes. How brave are you? All right. Sneak or hurry and help. Kind of tied. I'll give you 10 more seconds. Oh, we're going to be saviors. All right. 4 healthy people have joined the village. So that was the end of that survey. I can grab these tools. Let's do that before I lose sight of that. And then we'll need some more houses as well that I hadn't planned. Woodcut. Let's gather these trees. Alright, so this is the special membrane upgrade. And now that it is no longer raining, this thing can't collect anything. So I'll turn it off. Although it's about to, if Onbu catches up to this rain cloud, it will start raining on us again. I am going to pivot from Onbu Kitchen to Eat Command. Because we can kind of get that one for free, and then go back to Kitchen once we have the research notes. Research building says it's all set, so we'll staff it. Does everyone have a bed? Yes. Can you grow trees later on? Yes. They also regrow over time on their own. As you can see, like this sapling, for instance, is just a randomly grown tree. If we wait long enough, it will grow on its own. But forestry is, God, where is forestry again? I forget where it is. It's in here, though. Wherever it is. It's definitely a thing. I just forget what, where it is in the research tree. The research tree is big enough that you can get lost. Or at least I can. I don't have it memorized. So we can store 300, 600. Yeah, we can store 300, 600, 750, 800, 900 water total, including the internal well capacity, which is pretty good. Water is not a very valuable trade resource, mind you. It's like the cheapest thing that you could possibly buy until you're needing it. Like if you're in the desert, you don't really get any water, and then the equation might change a bit. The search function would be great for that. Yeah, it would be. With that in mind, I mean, the research that you have available to you is a tiny subset of the total amount of research, so it's like not that much of a problem. But now, oh yeah, tree nursery, here it is. How's our rations coming? We've got 1 ration pack, so we want to keep making beet rations until we have plenty. I'm going to transition this kitchen over to grilled tomatoes because we have some extra grilled tomatoes. We had 7, so I can turn at least 2 of them into meals. And here's another decision. So this is the group that was trying to collect ancient notes. Your scavengers managed to locate the shrine, but there's one problem. It is embedded high up a sheer cliff face and seems completely inaccessible. No! Looks we'll have to climb, or there has to be another way to go around, or trying to get up there would be too dangerous. Let's gather some rubble from below the cliff and leave. So how important it is to get these notes? What you think? Alright, try to be safe. Got it. 2 workers got poisoned. Good job, guys! We climbed through poisonous fungi and got sick. So now our 2 scav hut people are sick, and they require a village doctor. They're badly poisoned. With that in mind, as soon as we finish Eat Command, I'll try to get a village doctor for their benefit. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it in time. We'll see. Ration production is really hard on the food. Yes, it is. Which is why I wanted spice racks, but you know. Alright, E command is done, and we'll get Village Doctor next. To try to cure the people badly poisoned. I don't know if they're going to be cured in time. We'll see. At least I'll try. So now I can issue the E command to Onbu, which is going to be pretty useful because either path we take here, both lead to mushrooms, so we can basically tell him to eat until he's full. That way I don't have to rely upon trebucheting food at him. Other points of interest for survey team. Oh yeah, there's a shrine down here that has 6. So if we got a few more scav rations, we could get all the notes we need for both kitchen upgrades, which is great. Provided it's not another random event that, like, stops us from getting the notes. We'll see. So I'm going to send one party nice and safe and local, and then the other party is coming back soon. And hopefully I'll have the rations to send them out. So, doesn't matter where we go, it's gonna be desert. Now that we're pretty close to the crossroads, have you guys decided? Yes is northeast to this desert, and no is southeast to this desert. So northeast has mushrooms and a sleep site and an oasis where you collect water. Southeast has a mine, a village, a sand pit where you collect sand. Choice is yours, whether you want to go yes to northeast or no to southeast. But this will be the second type of biome visiting. There's other biomes, mind you. There are like 4 other biomes. So it looks like we're going to the northeast. Got it. And Onbu accepts command. Perfect. Alright, I have enough Onbu notes that I'm going to fire 2 of the Onbuologists, because I don't need 4 of them. And the current priority right now is to upgrade, well, actually, everything like that, and then also make the village dock. Now, we don't have poison yet. We haven't interacted with air toxicity. But we did need the village doctor anyway, because of the 2 poisonings that had happened. And then when Onbu is over the hardy mushrooms, I'll issue the eat command so that Onbu fills up. What can you do with Onbu notes? A whole bunch of stuff. It's sort of all Onbu related things require notes to some degree or another. Most important is you can pet Onbu with Onbu notes. So most of the choices here are locked, as you can see, because I just don't have the research, the associated research. Okay, I'm not going to send the scavenging party out until I can hit the shrine. So how long until I get a ration? Very, very soon. Okay, good. Thank goodness. Village dock got researched, and I'll put the village dock here. The next research I want after village dock is going to be the kitchen, but I don't want to use up... so this requires 10 slabs. I have 86. Okay, nah, it's going to be fine. So we'll queue up the kitchen now. So research in the kitchen, for instance, required Onbu notes. Yes! Forming a party! And when they, if and when they return, that is both kitchens upgraded, which is like, awesome. That will increase our food by, like 33%. Rathy, thank you for the resub, and cheers! How's it been going? More settlers. I have space. Our needs have gone up to 6. So right now we're not happy enough to attract nomads. So that's probably going to be the last nomads that I have for a while until I make an effort to actively attract them. Good news. We have a village dock. I'm only going to hire 1 village dock, not 2, because we aren't in a poison environment, so we don't really have need for 2. But this will help to cure the 2 scavengers that got sick trying to climb to the shrine. So they won't die, which is good news. Actually, interestingly, the village doc we hired was the sick scavenger. But he's cured. Just by chance. And he's like, oh, I need a cure too. Yeah, I guess technically you do. Let's see. Getting eleflea eggs. So, to explain what eleflea eggs are, they are a type of symbiotic animal bug thing that you can plant on Onbu, which will remove poison from the immediate vicinity if you have poisoned terrain on Onbu, which we haven't had yet. And it also increases Onbu's heart rate, which increases hunger and stuff like that. Speaking of hunger, oh, the rubble got done. How interesting. It appears to be an ancient structure. Some kind of tower, maybe? What do you make of it, dear? Interesting indeed. In all my years, I've never seen anything quite like it. Or maybe, no. Couldn't it be? Either way, it seems to be in remarkably good shape given its age. The foundations are intact and many of the other parts look usable as well. If we can figure out how to fit them together and supplement some of our own resources, we might be able to repair it. I don't know what we stand to gain from this. Our resources are limited and, in my opinion, better used elsewhere. But dear, isn't it not knowing the exciting part? I think we should do it, even if we can't afford to. Even if we can't afford to. Either way, this isn't our decision anymore, is it? So this thing needs wood planks and stone slabs, 30 of each, to get repaired. And I have it, so let's do it. Alright, this place contains fresh food for Onbu, so Hornblower. Tell Onbu to eat. Onbu accepts the command, and fire the Hornblower. And this will solve the food problem. And then Onbu's next sleep is probably going to be in the sleeping spot. Most likely. What do these parasites do if not toxic around nothing? They just increase the heart rate. If you're talking about the eleflea eggs. Alright, Onbu Kitchen. Finally got done. The next thing I want to do is to get the Onbu cache, because it pairs well with the kitchen. And I'll build the kitchen here. Does it show as poo? If you have a dung collector, yeah. And then you can compost it. Or various resources. But you don't actually see him poop. It just, like, resources appear in it for collection. So repairing this building will start the story. Once it's completed, it cannot be deconstructed. Deconstructing it will unlock its blueprint, allowing you to build it and start the story at a later time. So if I wanted to move its location, and I'm fine with it being here, I kind of planned for it to be here, I could deconstruct it and then build it elsewhere. So Onbu's hunger is down to 27, which is nice. And then in 19 hours, the shrine team comes back and I'll be able to upgrade the kitchens. Your keyboard went wild when typing that question. Yeah, I was low-key struggling what you were trying to say. I pieced it together eventually, I guess. I'm gonna... Ooh, you know what? Actually, we're heading to the desert, so I'm gonna keep the air wells going. Onbu Kitchen. So Onbu Kitchen allows someone to prepare food for Onbu. So the first one I have access to is the mushroom ball, which takes mushrooms, 20 of them, to cooks it into a ball. And as you can see here, the mushroom ball feeds 25%, whereas the mushrooms feed 15. So I'm getting a lot more bang for my buck by making it into a ball. And you know what? Let's hire a full complement of Onbu Kitchen people. All right. So the last thing we want to do is upgrade our kitchen, or not the last thing, but the next thing. What to research next will be up to you. Right now we're getting Onbu cash, but after that it will be up to you. So villager needs. Let's take a look at this. Let's fire our doctor because no one's sick. So as far as villager needs go, I think I'd get town square to make the buildings happier. Industry. For industry, I would do dung collection so that we can start to compost. Onbu needs. If you do Onbu needs, I would likely get the Onbu doctor, which allows us to help Onbu with like medicine. And then my choice, I don't know. I'll think about it. My choice, I might go wheat harvesting to be able to plant wheat. Yeah. My choice, I would go bakery. I would do that. Wheat, windmill, bakery. Ooh. How wonderful. I can't believe we managed to repair it. Dear, isn't that just like the thing from your father's stories? What was it called again? I think you're right. It appears to be something called an antenna tower. Legend has it these towers could capture vibrations in the air and convert them into speech, connecting the ancient wandering cities to the people on the ground below. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't know if it works yet. Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's activate it. Would you do the honors, my friend? Wonderful. And if anyone else out there also has one of these antenna towers, we might be able to hear them. I didn't think I could get so excited in my old age. Theoretically, yes, but let's remain vigilant. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and we can't afford to trust anyone. Just anyone. Could you at least try to feign a little excitement, dear? Yeah, he's a bit of a crank. Alright. Looks like the research path that we're going to get is going to be wheat. Do villagers get specialized? No. All villagers can fill any role. There's no like education level or equipment needs or anything like that. Speaking of which, I found you. You're collecting berries. All right, farm. We have just entered the desert. So upon entering the desert, our air wells don't work, and we're going to start planting either corn or cactus. I'm going to grow cactus because cactus does not require water. Actually, I'll grow corn until we run low on water, because it's a higher yield. So here we are in the desert biome. Hey, Perdita. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. You were playing Coffee Talk. I don't know about that game. Tell me about it. And welcome to you and your raiders. So I've got a server team ready to go. Let's see here. There's nothing within range that doesn't cost rations that I want. So I think I'm going to furlough the server team for now. Send them back as general labor. Onbu cache is done, and the next thing I want to research is wheat harvesting. One of the issues with that is researching wheat harvesting requires a lot of water, and I just entered the desert, so it's like not wise to do. With that in mind, I think I'm going to change my decision and grow cactus in the farm. So if you're wondering about cactus... Oh, wheat harvesting, go away. If you're wondering about cactus are an alternative water source when you're in hot climates. They're not a food crop. So therein lies the difference. I can't rely on it for food. Thank you for tuning in to The Wandering Village, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow villagers.